Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Apex Investor. This is the news update. So basically on Twitter, we can see George has been tweeting up a storm. Uh, he talks about hardware hurdles discussed by ID Tech X. Okay. He talked about exactly 10 years ago, November 25th, 2011, he left a career behind to become an entrepreneur and start metamaterials with his friend Themos Kalos, and he went all in, and he continues to do so. And I mentioned in this video uh, that you can't hear audio for. Basically, I'm doing a re-recording. Is that in the next 10 years, it'll be interesting to see where this company will be in 2031, November 25th, 2031. So he continues to add positions uh, to his portfolio regarding metamaterial, the stock itself, and that I said that's a very good sign because not only is he the founder and the CEO, but he's also increasing his positions in his own company. That's showing you that he believes in his company. He's not just here for some people are in for pump and dump. Unfortunately, that's what happens in reality when you look at the stock market. Meta is exhibiting in Japan, in Tokyo, as well as CES. He also mentions how Metamaterials is the global home of a large list of benefits and innovations. So they're pretty much in all sorts of industries, and the world's best known companies collaborate and partner with them. And he mentions consumer electronics, 5G and communications, healthcare. We're going to talk a lot about that in this video. That's essentially the title of this video: aerospace, automotive, and clean energy. And it's basically helping young women with diagnosing breast cancer. We're going to use a picture of a popular streamer there, Amaranth there. So he talks about welcome to the metaverse, and he's saying how the metamaterials market is going to increase at an annual rate of almost 24%, and by 2030, the market is expected to reach 10.7 billion US dollars. And I was saying in this video that I believe that's an understatement, an under forecast, that it might be worth more than that, simply because metamaterials is not a simple cut and dry metamaterial company. They're in all sorts of industries. So when we're looking at the indium tin oxide supply uh, lack, there's a lack of supply. Uh, metamaterials can certainly swoop in and help in this regard, and that could be a very big, game changer all on its own. He talks here about how metamaterials can help to uh, protect people from radiation exposure when it comes to MRIs and radar medical imaging, and we're going to talk a lot about that in this video. So again, he's got a lot of updates. Here's breaking news from the metamaterial subreddit. They added Mrs. Elsa Keita, who joins Metamaterials as an executive VP, uh, corporate strategy, partnerships, and innovation. You'll notice she actually held a very similar position, almost exact to the title, with Airbus, one of the largest aviation companies in Germany. So this is only going to strengthen the relationship, the ties between Metamaterials and Airbus. This could potentially strengthen their current deal and increase the potential of future deals that they would have between the two companies. Again, Airbus is a Fortune 500 company, so that is a very good development there, a very good hire as well. Uh, we have a next post regarding the dividend. This poster talks about how in December he's speculating that around Christmas time, when most people are on vacation, the shorts will not be able to cover. Potentially, this could be true, but we'll see. Time will tell whether that happens. But as another poster points out, in the same post, they commented that the shorts are not, one or two people. They're corporations, uh, and they have a lot of money, so they're not just going to take this, lying down. So next post is a reminder that it's not just metamaterials that's down, so don't be so negative. The whole market is down. That's a reality check, and that's true. There's a lot of anxieties in the world uh, regarding inflation, regarding the pandemic, and so on. And that's just a reality check. So don't need to worry. Metamaterials is one of the most shorted stocks in the stock market, so it has that going for it. And I think we're going to close out. Yeah, the whole market is red except for Apple. I'm going to close out with this link to the metamaterial.com website, the official website. In the medical section, they did update that area, and they they describe 3 of their game-changing, revolutionary technologies that they have planned in regards to MRIs, RadiWise, and GlucoWise. So we're going to read up on those. So first of all, the MRI technology that they're coming up with is going to make MRIs essentially more efficient and more affordable as well. It's going to be able to look into specific body parts to a greater degree. It's going to enhance the imaging, and it's going to conform to various body parts as well, such as the knee, hand, and spine, which I don't think is possible at the moment. So they're really revolutionizing, or I should say upgrading, the MRI tech. Okay, I think that's all to say for that tech. And there's a image showing an electromagnetic beam. On hand tissue. So they're also incorporating their metamaterial film in tandem with the MRI tech to improve MRI diagnostic imaging. Radio wave imaging is the next one, and this is basically the title of the video. Essentially, what they're going to do is help young women, such as in the thumbnail, Amaranth, to screen early breast cancer, early detection of breast cancer, because that is not a widely available option for young women, particularly women, or I should say specifically women who are under the age of 40. So they want to make it more comfortable to use and more affordable. Existing mammograms are not very comfortable. I believe they're like a vice kind of technology. They basically squish the boob, the breast tissue, like a pancake. So they want to make it cost effective. They want to make it more reliable. And they're saying here that they're not trying to replace mammograms or make them obsolete. But essentially, I think that's what they're doing. I mean, they can say what they want, but I believe if their technology is more effective, more efficient, then in effect, they would be replacing that. And what I ask here is, will a woman with double D's or triple G's or big boobs, will they fit in that machine? And I couldn't help but laugh because I don't usually talk about boobs on this channel, but here we are, we're talking about breasts. And the next tech they have, I think, is going to be a really big game changer. It is the detection and monitoring of stroke early on. So the impact of stroke is immense. It is one of the leading causes of death. 5 million people die every year from stroke. Another 5 million are permanently disabled every year. It is the 3rd leading cause of death, of acute death in adults, and it is the first reason for neurological dysfunction in the Western world. Meta is fighting this health problem by working towards developing an imaging scanner. Let's try that again. An imaging scanner, which can be used inside an ambulance to determine the type of stroke. So it is portable, and this is done much earlier than CT scanners inside a hospital. This is particularly important for ischemic stroke patients, which account for more than 80% of total cases, and for which early detection is crucial for thrombolytic treatment. So that's, I believe that's destroying blood clots. That's what that means in plain English. Okay, so yeah, these 3 technologies are going to be so massive, and we didn't even talk about the 3rd yet. We're going to. very shortly. And I believe that is GlucoWise. So that's the last one. And there's a concept photo of what it would look like. It is a 100% pain-free device for monitoring blood glucose levels. They actually have a website as well, gluco-wise.com. There's a photo above, rendering a concept image. There's a video as well, which we will look at. Okay, it was developed as a 27-month long UK-funded project, and they also have a home hub tech. Basically, you can check your blood sugar levels looking at the home hub. Okay, during the project, several prototypes of the system were developed, designed for use by diabetic patients in point-of-care settings such as homes and clinics. The system consists of a home hub with a wearable element for overnight trend monitoring. It uses multi-wavelength biosensing technology, which combines optical and radio wave sensors along with machine learning processing. The project demonstrated in a lab environment that the system improves the accuracy in predicting blood glucose level changes compared to using standalone sensors, which I believe is what Sensonics is using. Preliminary results of the project using an early prototype system were published in the journal Sensors. I'm going to stop my video and we're going to look at that video just to enhance the make sure that the resources of the computer are not being taken up by my face there. So we're going to just fast forward here. Okay, so yeah, we do play the video. And in this video, you will see a demonstration of how this tech works. So that's the home hub. And basically, a touch screen, you turn it on, you insert your hand in there with a barcode. And again, it's non-invasive. There's no piercing of skin, no pain, no blood. Blood sugar is then downloaded. Essentially, these three techs revolutionize the medical industry in a lot of ways. So I'm going to just stop that video there. Okay. So again, thank you all for the likes and subscribes. We're halfway to the milestone, almost halfway to the milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Metamaterials is on the cusp of becoming one of the biggest companies in the world, and that's on the horizon. We can see just from all the industries that they're involved in. I mean, it's one thing for a company to be involved in all these industries, but it's another thing altogether for a company to be proficient, to be competent, and to have the backing of the federal government, as well as very big companies that are already involved in those industries, such as Airbus, Northrop Grumman, and we have other companies as well, such as Samsung, Toshiba, that are backing metamaterials, Sekisui. There are so many companies that are collaborating with metamaterials, but they haven't been made public in a large degree. Yeah, they're somewhat public with Samsung and things like that, but in terms of a press release or a press conference being done, that is certainly in the works. I do believe we'll see a big press release in the horizon in the next 6 months to 6 to 12 months. We're going to see very big news developments coming out, especially once the dividend has been taken care of and the dust settles in that regard. So thank you all for your support once again. This has been the news update for metamaterials and the stock market in general, but metamaterials is certainly the number one. That's the apple of our eye here on the Apex Investor. God bless you all, and God bless your investments. Till next time, we'll see you.